don't want to say that. It sounds corny. Fine. Oh boy, we've got Goya. Today we've got 2 cans of sardines from Goya. We've got the ones in olive oil, and then we've got the tomato. We've also got something to spice it up. We've got a jar from Buc-ees. It's their candied jalapenos, so let's get into it. First up, we've got the Goya sardines in olive oil. Ingredients: sardines, olive oil, and salt. These are made in Morocco. And then we've got the Goya sardines in tomato sauce. The ingredients are sardines, tomato paste, sunflower seed oil, and salt. So this was all sent to us from a subscriber, David B. from sunny Florida. He also sent something for you-know-who as a little surprise that we'll give him at the end of this. He doesn't know about it. But I don't know what I'm more excited for because I've never been able to find these in store. And Buc-ees, the gas station, is literally on my bucket list. I'm probably the only person in the world who has going to a gas station on their bucket list, but I want to go there so bad one day and get their brisket, and I'm excited to try these. So let's get these cans open. Okay, first up, the sardines and olive oil. Keep those on top. And the tomato sauce on the bottom. It always throws me off why one's a straight pull and the other's a corner, unless they get packaged in different places. But anywho, let's get these open. Starting with olive oil. Ooh, those look pretty good. Okay, and then we got our tomato. The skin on the ones with olive oil looks nice. We'll pull these out and take a look. Looks like we got 3 big ones. Dang, those are pretty good size. They feel tender. Am I seeing scales? Might be a few scales on there. Oh yeah, these are super tender. See if I can pull this guy out without busting it. Okay, man, these look super tender, which I am excited. I'm gonna get a second chopstick so we're not contaminating. Now, I've only had a couple of sardines and tomato sauce before, but it's always pretty bland tomato, so I'm hoping this one's a little bit more jazzed up, but based on the ingredients, there's really nothing else in it but tomato paste, so I'm kind of guessing it's gonna be similar. But let's start with the one in olive oil. Let me chop this guy. We'll go with the big end. All right. Yeah, I think I am seeing some scales on this one. Okay, here we go. I gotta say right off the bat, when I took that first chew, I noticed the scales on it. Because I've had sardines that have a few scales here and there, but I never noticed them when I ate them. That one I did. But putting that aside, that is a really good sardine. Super mild, not fishy at all. Very mild sardine taste. It's very tender. The meat is juicy. The oil is kind of seeped in there. You are getting quite a bit of bone crunch and spine crunch in these. A little more so, I would say, than the majority of the sardines I've had, so that is noticeable. Oh, I've actually got a scale in my mouth. Yeah, these are the first ones I've had that are like really scaly. All right, let's take another bite. It's hard to get past the scales. If the scales weren't on that, this would be an awesome sardine. Just simple, plain, mild, and tender, which is everything I like in a sardine, but I don't like scales, and I actually can feel one stuck in my throat. But all right, let's move on to the tomato. I'm curious why most tomato sardines are in sunflower oil. I don't know if it just carries the tomato paste better or what, but I have noticed that. Definitely just smells like tomato paste. Here we go. No scales on that one, so yay. However, that one is quite significantly drier than the one in olive oil. Pretty dry. The tomato paste on it though, it's probably one of the better ones that I've had. It's almost seems like it's got a little sweetness to it, which, I mean, I don't see anything added to it but tomato paste, but their tomato paste is like, just, I don't know, maybe the tomatoes that it was made with are sweeter than what I've had, but just plain with the tomato paste on there is not bad. Typically I don't enjoy it and I have to add hot sauce to it to enjoy it. But that one's not bad just the way it is. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of sweetness with the tomato, which I like, but it is a bit dry. All right, let's just get into it because I am dying to crack this jar open. Buc-ees candied jalapenos. Ingredients are sugar, jalapeno peppers, water, vinegar, salt, onions, and spices. Oh my gosh. Oh, that smells freaking amazing. Let me just scoop out a bunch. Oh man, look at like, can you see how thick of syrup that is? I've never had candied jalapenos. Like I've had the tamed ones, which to me those taste kind of sweet, but I have definitely not had these. It's reminding me of that pepper relish that I tried in one of my videos. Oh my gosh, I think this is gonna be good. All right, let's get a few of these babies lined up. Oh my gosh, take a look at that. All right, we've got the tomato with the candied jalapenos. Here we go. Oh my gosh, those are amazing. Let me just taste one. They really do have a candied texture about them. I really like the texture of those. It's sweet, but it's not like a sickly sweet, even though there's all that syrup. But I mean, you can pick the jalapenos up out of the syrup. It's the perfect amount of sweetness, and the jalapenos still have that heat to them. These are so good. And it goes with this tomato sardine perfectly. Oh my gosh. That is so good. I can't get over how good those are. If you live near a Buc-ees or you drive by one here and there, you better stop and pick up a jar of these. Thank you, David, for sending those. Holy cow. As far as pricing on the GOYA sardines, Amazon's kind of all over the place. I only found them in 25 packs. The ones in olive oil were like $4 a can if you got the 25 pack, and then the tomato was like $2.25 a can. So I don't know why there was such a big difference between the two, but you kind of have to commit to the larger pack. Hopefully you can just find them in stores and try one. And David in Florida, you're his favorite subscriber at the moment because you sent him a special dog treat. These are chewy chicken sticks. Okay. Well, thanks again, David, for sending all that my way, and thanks from Winston too. That was awesome. I can't get over the jalapenos. I'm already thinking of what else I'm gonna put those jalapenos on, pretty much everything. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.